The Trump administration is tightening immigration rules once again, and this time it's not just about documents, but about ideas. From now on, immigration officers will not only scrutinize paperwork and vet social media posts, but also words and even opinions. A new guidance by the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services says that officers must look for what it calls anti-American activity. The department recently announced that reviews of applicants' social media accounts will now include checks for anti-American or anti-Semitic views. Officials say America's benefits should not be given to those who despise the country or promote ideologies hostile to its values.
U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services is committed to implementing policies and procedures that root out anti-Americanism and supporting the enforcement of rigorous screening and vetting measures to the fullest extent possible. Immigration benefits, including to live and work in the United States, remain a privilege, not right.
The policy update didn't give a specific definition for anti-Americanism. It only mentioned that this included those who support anti-Semitic terrorism, anti-Semitic terrorist organizations, and anti-Semitic ideologies. But it pointed to a section of the 1952 Immigration and Nationality Act for examples of anti-American ideologies. The act bans certain people from becoming naturalized citizens, including members of the Communist Party, those who write materials opposing all organized government, or those who wish to overthrow the U.S. government by force or violence. The department also said that cases where officers have discretion in deciding applications will also come under its purview. This includes applications for green cards from within the United States or requests for temporary protected status, where someone in the U.S. on a short-term visa can apply for a deportation amnesty. The announcement immediately stoked confusion and alarm, with online forums debating what counted as anti-American. The new rules come as Customs and immigration officials ordered officers to check for good moral character on the applicants before giving out citizenship. But good moral character officials specified they would check for an individual's community involvement, family caregiving and ties, educational attainment, stable and lawful employment, and tax status, among other things. Now, since taking office, Donald Trump has moved aggressively to deny or revoke short-term visas for people deemed to go against U.S. foreign policy interests, especially on Israel. The Trump administration has accused students and universities of anti-Semitism over protests against Israel's war in the Gaza Strip, charges denied by activists. In April, the U.S. administration revoked or changed the legal status of hundreds of international students, only to reinstate them several weeks later. And then it halted student visa interviews in May, later bringing in the social media vetting measures in June for international students applying to study in the United States. Now, on Monday, the State Department said it revoked 6,000 student visas since January. And Indians are the hardest hit group, as people from India make up the largest international student group in the United States. And with stricter vetting of social media and moral character, the new rule could put them under sharper scrutiny. So with the latest guidance, the Trump administration has set in motion a policy that blurs the line between national security and personal expression. It's raised fears of bias and subjectivity, leaving the future of thousands of visa applicants hanging in the balance.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karj mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Fiskali radikali.
Japanese,
Yon todo do idioma.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.